Folks, this special broadcast of AEAC wouldn't have been possible without the support of Airguns of Arizona, Airgun Depot, Pyramid Air, and JSB Predator International, and you know the best way to thank them. Hey guys, we're here with Rick Ward with Urban Airgunners at the Airforce booth at SHOT Show 2017. And I was walking through this booth because I own an Airforce. A lot of you guys don't know that yet because I haven't reviewed it for you on the channel, but I had one of the original Condors. And when I saw this thing, if I may,
yeah,
you know, you put Rick's hand on here, you know, and that's not proper to scale. But you take a regular guy's size hand and put that on there, and this is just massive. I noticed it right away, so I've asked Rick if he could take us through it and let us know what the heck is going on here.
Well, last year we launched the 45 Texan, and it was just a great hit. We can't hardly keep them in stock. I mean, it's just a great hunting rifle.
Right.
One of the things that all of our users were complaining about was the noise out in the deer woods.
Sure, with all the power comes all the noise.
They wanted to know if there was going to be a Texan SS because our famed Condor SS.
Yeah.
So Air Force listened, they worked on it, they came up with a shrouded barrel, and so now we have the Texan SS.
Wow.
It'll take this gun from right around 120 decibel down to about 70 decibels.
Wow, now that's amazing. Now, everyone of course wants the quiet, but I'm sure right about now they'll be watching at home and they're thinking, okay, well if I go that route, and I've already had my eyes on a Texan, do I have to give up anything to get the shrouded barrel?
Well, yeah, you're going to give up a little bit of distance. You're going to give up a little bit of feet per second on it because obviously that air coming back through that chamber is going to slow it down a little bit.
Sure.
But you know, because the gun is just at 1,000 feet per second on the Texan, it's really not that loud to begin with. It sounds like maybe a car tire blowing out. But when you're in the woods, you know everything multiplies.
Oh, yeah,
you know, I mean,
especially when it's cold.
Exactly. So, yeah, you're going to give up maybe a little bit of distance, but still at 100 yards, I mean, typically whitetail that are taken are within 75 yards or less. So at 100 yards, I mean, you're still going to be accurate, still having plenty of knockdown power.
That was going to be my next question for Rick, because obviously everyone knows Rick, you know, he's an avid hunter, an air gun hunter, you know, what's the effective range if I do go with the moderator, but he answered that. Out to 100 yards is cool.
Yeah, you know, and we're still kind of tweaking on finding a barrel twist that's going to give us a little bit more velocity out there. And so there are going to be a few changes before you can actually buy this. This will be out probably by the end of spring. It'll be available. It'll be being shipped to retailers, distributors.
Now, I don't know if Rick can answer this next question, and if he can't, that's okay. But everyone's going to probably be getting excited about this as I am. What are we talking in terms of money? Do we know yet?
You know, they haven't even told me.
I had a feeling.
I mean,
that's a common answer
around
here.
You know, the Texan is it retails for $9.99. So I'm guessing that this is going to be probably just shy of that, maybe.
You think so?
Yeah, I think it would probably be. It would almost have to be just right around that same price, or give or take a few dollars.
Well, I wouldn't be crying if the price went up, because obviously the value's there, and if it's going to keep it quiet, all the better for the guys, especially if you need to take that follow-up shot and you don't want to spook the game that's maybe a mile away. But are you allowed to talk about, Rick, what's going on inside here, or is that proprietary?
Yeah, it's kind of top secret right now until they get it all finished out.
I tried for you guys.
But I will tell you, since you're down there and you're fairly close to home for me too, so maybe you and I can get together down there in the Sunshine State and kill something.
Amen. I'd be all about it. All aluminum, I'm guessing?
Yeah, all aluminum. Everything's made in-house. I mean, we make pretty much everything but the barrels right now.
And the gals are going to want to know, if I want to clean my Texan, can I take it off?
Yeah. I mean, there's some screws there. You can pop it off. You can pull the shroud out of it. You can actually undo it, and you can take the shroud off of it there, but the collar stays on because it's actually pinned underneath the grip. There's a piece that comes down there. So yeah, you'll be able to clean the lead dust out of it. Okay, cool. Next goofy question: if I take this off, is this still an effective hunting platform? It is. You'd have to reset your sights. I mean, you'd have to resight it, and it would be louder than all get out.
All right, now
Yeah.
this is the original Texan, right?
Well, that's the this is the original Texan.
All right, well,
down
let's
here.
grab this. I just wanted to grab it for comparison.
Okay.
You know, because people are going to be wanting to know the size difference. Okay, so you've made some changes to the gun
Right.
like we talked about,
Exactly.
taking the barrel down a
Sure.
little bit, and the benefit is quieter. You know, I got to say, one thing I'm noticing, you didn't lose the low profile, sexy look
Right.
of the Texan. It still looks good, just a
it's
little
still-
meaner now.
I think, you know, when I first saw it with the can on there, this to me is just amazing. I mean, I like it.
Yeah.
I think it's awesome.
Well, I'm
Really
excited.
put it
I'm
on
with
there.
Rick on that one. Well, I can't thank you enough. Thanks for spending
Man,
time. I
thank
know
you
you're
so much
you're a
for
busy
coming
guy.
by. Well, I appreciate you coming by. It's always good to talk to air gunners like yourself. And,
Yep.
you know, we definitely need to get together and do some shooting.
I'd like it.
All right.
Thanks,
awesome.
guys.
Thank
Thanks,
you,
buddy.
man.
Take care.
All right.
Guys, cruising through the Umarex booth, I saw something that totally caught my eye, so I grabbed Mr. Steve Lamboy here. Steve with
How are you doing,
Umarex.
Steve?
Very good to meet you. To take us through this product. This is their new hammer. What the heck we got going on here?
Well, what we have is a entirely new area of airgun power.
Big bore.
Big bore. So
Yep.
this is a big 50 caliber. It's actually a 50 BMG caliber.
Good Lord, could I, just for everybody at home, just so that they can see through that huge hole, put on the side of the stock there.
Right. So this gun started as a strategy. How do we create the energy level that the state DNRs would want to have in an air gun to make it legal for hunting?
Yeah, deer, bear, the big
Deer,
stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we designed the entire gun around achieving that energy level, and that energy level is well over 700 foot-pounds.
That's amazing. 700, over 700
over
foot-pounds.
700 foot. We can shoot ammunition at a velocity over 1350.
That's amazing. What kind of weight ammunition are we talking about?
Well, for example, we can shoot 550 grains of pure lead
Mm-hmm.
at close to 900.
That's amazing.
And so we can actually shoot more than 700 foot-pounds, but I mean 700 is plenty. So
Well, you know, the next big question everyone's going to have at home, when you start throwing numbers out there like 700 plus foot-pounds, okay, well, if I miss, do I get a follow-up shot?
exactly, this is a 3-shot repeater, and it has a patented valve system and a patented magazine.
Okay.
The magazine is actually the chamber.
The magazine is the chamber,
It's a chamber mag.
which
So-
is probably what's going on,
Right.
yeah, with that thing I saw
right.
sticking out the
So
side
this,
there.
This is a 3-shot pump. We
Okay.
give you 3 identical full power shots,
Okay.
plus several, lesser shots,
Okay.
of course. And it's a rapid pump. There's no pressure. There's no cocking pressure. The only cocking pressure is to move the cylinder over. See?
All right, so let's just recap here. So I'm getting 3 shots
Yes.
at full burn, 50 cal, and I'm at pump. So I don't got to take my hand off the gun and fiddle with moving around up around my cheek or on the side, cocking a lever or bolt. And I noticed you cocked that, and it's not like you were pulling back some massive spring to hit a hammer.
Oh, no,
So there's some different things going on in here.
There's no spring hammer.
Okay, so
This is
so
not
this
a
is
spring hammer system.
this is different.
It's totally different.
So
There is
what are
no
we doing?
load. This is a new valve. We're not talking about everything that happens in this valve, but this valve has absolutely no load. There's no load. So we actually have to create the trigger pull
Okay.
artificially because
Oh.
there's no load. There's
Does it need batteries?
needs no batteries.
That's probably all they're going to care about.
There are no batteries.
As long as you're doing it
It's
and
a-
they don't have to worry about it and it's smooth and light and quick, I think we're going to be good.
It is the first balanced valve system used in air guns. It's a balanced valve. That's all I can tell you.
Okay, very
But
cool.
If you were to buy a Grand Prix racer,
Uh-huh.
McLaren, and tear certain things down, you'd probably get a hint.
Okay. This is like Umarex USA Skunk Works over here with
Exactly.
their new hammer. They're telling us how cool it does and what a good job it does, but they ain't telling us what's in it.
Interchangeable tanks.
Okay, so I can keep a tank or 2 in my backpack.
You can.
3 shots, 6 shots, 9, 12, as many packs
Screw
as
it
I
right
can
on.
take.
Screw it right on. It
Very
has
cool.
a fully shrouded barrel.
Okay.
The gun is 8 pounds. The overall length is 42 inches.
Okay, if I can pause you right there for a second. So the barrel's shrouded.
Yes,
I'm
fully
get-
shrouded and silent.
It is silenced, but I am guessing with this kind of power, this is not a silent air gun.
You'd be surprised. I would
be surprised.
I have no hesitation saying this is the first ever quiet backyard deer gun
What?
where that's legal, of course.
You're kidding me.
No.
I'm just going to show everyone back home down the business end of this bad boy.
I would not hesitate to quietly shoot a deer in my backyard where it's legal.
Okay. Fill probe. What's the PSI? What's the operating pressure on a gun like this?
4,500 PSI.
So we filled a 4,500. What's the bottle made out of?
Bottle is made out of steel and carbon.
Okay. Next big question, and you may not be able to answer it, and if you can't, that's totally cool. But guys and gals that are into big bores always like to know, all right, who's making my barrel? What can I shoot out of it? What can't I shoot out of it? Can you talk to any of those points?
Yes, I can. All right. The barrel is, I can't tell you who's making this barrel because there's not another barrel like it.
All right.
So this is a special barrel. I can tell you that the twist rate that we're using will stabilize everything from 550 grains of lead down to 88 grains of nothing.
Whoa, 550 to 88.
Yes.
So then you're doing something differently here. How are you accomplishing that out of a 50 caliber barrel?
Well, how we're accomplishing that is the type of rifling we're using and the twist rate achieve that. So we're over-stabilizing the heavy lead.
Okay.
Because the heavy lead usually wants a twist rate of well over 1 in 30.
Okay, so you can tell Steve's a lot smarter than I am. But for the guys and gals back home, what I'm trying to get at is this is a 50 caliber rifle. Right? But you're not always shooting 50 caliber slugs through here.
We've designed a whole series of ammunition. So for example, using our sabbated ammunition, which is 50 caliber sabbats.
All right, so we can shoot sabbat rounds out of the Haber.
We're actually partnered with Polycase ammunition. So this is hyper lethal ammo. We can shoot that 357 out of this gun at over 1350.
Good Lord, all right.
So if somebody wants to shoot a coyote at 180 or 190 yards, you have the energy to do it. This 200 grain Polycase speed belt load, this will shoot nearly 1,200 feet per second.
That's amazing. All right, so let's recap it. It's powerful.
Yes.
It's quiet. It's easy to use.
Yes.
And it's extremely versatile because I don't have to put a 50 cal slug in here. I can if I want to, but if I want to sabbat it down to something 80, 90, 100, 150, 200 grain, because I want to, maybe I'm not shooting hogs this week, maybe I'm shooting coyote.
Exactly.
I can do it all with this platform.
Exactly.
That is bad to the bone. Stephen, I cannot thank you enough for taking us through that product. That is super cool. Thank you very much.
Easy. It also takes standard AR grips. Standard AR grips. You can buy an AR grip from Hogue, from anybody, to suit you, and just put your own grip on.
AR grip, Picatinny rail. What more could we ask for?
All right.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.